What's up, everybody? It's your boy Keefe back with another GhostCultMag.com live stream. We're here doing the thing every day for the time being, trying to go live every day, see how it works. So far, so good. Seems to be a good experience. Seems to be fun. Curtis Dewar's here. What up, what up? Pat Foghorn is here. Babylon Sun Official is here. I am here. You are there. Talking METAL. So another live stream, and I thought today was an especially good reason to do one. Maybe we'll even do two today. I'm not sure. King Diamond dropped a new song, another new song, but actually really the first new one with a purpose in a long time, if you will. Super interesting fun fact about King Diamond. Joining for 2 minutes to say King Diamond is terrible. Nice. Oh, Curtis, I wish you were on YouTube so I could put that up in the comments. The best experience for this podcast and this live stream is always Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, but we're also hanging out on TikTok. What's up, Samri and Jordan and everybody joining in on TikTok? If you're new here, give us a like or a subscribe. It's okay if you think King Diamond's terrible. King Diamond's a legend, and he's rad and he rules, but he's got definitely some definite problematic, difficult songs and whole albums that are not good by both King Diamond and Merciful Fate. So whatever. If you don't like King Diamond, that's fine. If you do like King Diamond, you're in the right place, because I love King Diamond. And I recently did a whole podcast series on King Diamond. Hey, Babylon Sun, what up? Did a whole series on King Diamond on the Glacially Musical Podcast, my other podcast that I do. So King Diamond dropped a new song, and I thought I would talk about it. The name of the song is Spider Lily. It's got a music video that was shot in an abandoned psychiatric hospital in Pennsylvania that's very famous for urban photographers and thrill seekers and adventure nerds. And his voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Yo, fair enough. That's how I feel about Grim Reaper, but pretty close. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. What are you going to do? How third person of this is me. Join the convo and chat with Keefe. I type this. So come join the convo and chat with me. Chat with me. This song is boring and the female backing vocals. King Diamond has always had female backing vocals, and that's Myrkur, by the way. But that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to say your name incorrectly, and I apologize in advance. Hekiklia Rory D. You might be a Scandinavian descent person. Maybe you can relate to the king of Denmark there, King Diamond and Myrkur. It's all good. It's all good, Curtis. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Is your photo like an AI photo of you? That's terrible looking. The Nameless is here. Philip Piper 851 is here. So yeah, let's talk about King Diamond and this song. But first, let's talk a little bit about some King Diamond history. Recent King Diamond history, not all of King Diamond history, because that's wasteful and time intensive. Jatnar is also here. So going back before the pandemic, King Diamond had been on a big hiatus. He had a bunch of health problems. He had like a heart attack 10 years ago. He had some heart procedures. He had some back problems, like severe back problems. King Diamond, in case you didn't know, the Danish expat, lives in Texas, and by all accounts, a swell and wonderful person. He's maybe not as seen on social media as Rob Halford, but he's got just as equally an equally good reputation. Andy Mosby's is here. Gabe, what up? What up? King Diamond with the diamond emoji. I love it. And oh shit, it's Mike Wyatt. What's up, Mike Wyatt? So yeah, King Diamond, man. This song, Spider Lily, is on his upcoming new album, which is now apparently the first of a trilogy. So King Diamond feeling great the last 4 or 5, 6 years, striking while the iron's hot, brought back Merciful Fate for a tour, has working on a new Merciful Fate album, working on this new King Diamond album, originally announced as The Institute, which was also the theme of his 2018-2019 headline tours, and dropped a single from The Institute back then, and then also did a whole stage show based on the upcoming album that was supposed to be recorded and come out in 2020. Obviously, you know what happened in 2020, so it did not come out when it was supposed to. And actually, he debuted 2 new songs on tour this summer. This one, Spider Lily, and another one, which I have here somewhere. I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, Horror Trilogy, which, horror is his whole brand anyway, so I don't think he needs to even say Horror Trilogy. We just covered the U.S. tour in New York City at the King's Theater. I have seen many great shows at the King's Theater, including King Diamond, and it was backed by Overkill and Night Demon. We've got some news on King Diamond tours and festivals for next year already. But yeah, he premiered 2 songs over the summer, and both apparently had already kind of previously announced on Eddie Trunk's show that he was going to be releasing both new albums in 2022. That also came and went, but we're less harsh now about these things. I think touring opportunities keep coming up for King, which I think is fine. And so the plague happens, and he doesn't get to go do these things. Here's the artwork for Spider Lily. And now we're kind of past everything. He's done huge tours of the world. He's, got a killer band, including Myrkur as a backup to his band. I think there's a photo here. This photo is shot from our recent coverage of King Diamond, which you can read the link in the description. Babylon Sun is in. What up, what up? Jumped over to YouTube. No, it's all good, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything. And yeah, YouTube is definitely, YouTube and Facebook and Twitch are probably the most fun, along with Instagram. We're using StreamYard, and we'll talk about StreamYard in a second. Tony Otero is here. Jamie Tucker 665 is here. Guitarist Mike is here. Double R51 is also here. So this photo is from our photographer and correspondent, Jamie Sherwood, who wrote and photographed the show, which was wonderful. We felt lucky to be included and appreciative. And great show, great set list. This is the current photo of the band. I'll just blow this up for a second so people can watch. This is a great photo by our friend to the show, Jeremy Saffer, who we've interviewed here before for his infamous book of black metal photos. Jeremy Saffer's black metal photos may come up again in another live stream later on. And Myrkur not pictured here as an official member of the band, so she's more like a special guest on the tour and on the album. But, pretty cool that she's included in things. And this is a picture of Merciful Fate, also again striking while the King with Merciful Fate, striking while the iron is hot. Eating's good if you are a fan of King Diamond. The eating is very good right now. Like, this is a great time to be alive if you love this guy. There are definitely detractors, and of course it's Christmas time, so No Presents for Christmas is the banger song. Just a reminder, we use StreamYard to do these streams. StreamYard is your one-stop source for live streaming dominance. That enables us to have the comments up here on some of the socials, kind of pull everything in from all the channels, see who's watching where. It's all good in the hood. Eric Basor is here. What's up? Welcome back, Eric. Welcome here in the first place. Thanks for being here. If you love rock and metal, you're in the right place. Love the King. Some people don't. Some people do. It's an immediate King hate right off the bat. But if you just showed up, we were saying the eating is good. If you love King Diamond and Merciful Fate, these next few years are going to be pretty stacked. At least one new Merciful Fate record is on the way. And now apparently a trilogy of King Diamond records, to which Spider Lily is the first official single, though he has released some tracks over the years and played some live. And I expect on next year's tour, he will play even more live. We will get a release date and all that jazz probably pretty soon. But StreamYard, if you are into streaming also and you want to stream on Twitch and also all your other socials, because it's hard to keep track of all this shit right now, you can sign up with our link in the description at StreamYard and get $10 off your subscription, and we get $10 off our next bill. So it's super duper helpful, and we appreciate you. Back to the lecture at hand, as they say. So Spider Lily, again, the other day we did, for the first time ever, we played some music on this live stream. We don't play a lot of music on our videos and live streams because I'm trying not to get demonetized. But I think today is a special occasion, and we need to jam this video together so we can appreciate it. I don't know how great or loud it's going to be, but we're going to try. So I'm going to pop up the share screen and see what happens. Let's see which video I have here. Hold on a second. Okay. Give me one more second. I think it's this one. That's not it. That's me. And it's then this one. Nope, it's not that one either. Haha. Come on, too many windows are open. And StreamYard doesn't know which one to use. Gosh dang it. All right, give me one more second, people. We'll get it, I promise. Hold on a second. Sometimes you got to do is just simplify what you're doing. Just got to simple it up. Simple Dimple, what's your name? Sometimes you got to just, too many windows open and then the software is confused. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. We're trying to get this thing to play. Let's play this video. I want it to work. It might just be like, I don't wanna. It's like, I don't wanna. Yeah, wanna. I think Carlin had a saying about that, right? You gotta wanna, right? You gotta wanna. The wanna is the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, if you got already some feedback about the new King Diamond song, feel free to drop it in the comments. We're always game. We're game. We're game. All right, let's do it. I think I got it now. Tell us exactly how you feel about it. Hate it, love it, don't like it. The Rimbone is here. What up? Barry, how are you doing? All right, let's see if we can watch this thing. Let's find out. Let's find out. No, it may just not let me play it right now. Oh, you don't like any of that. What's going on there? Oh, oh. Stop it. Last chance to dance. I'm going to try to make this work one last time. And if I can't get it, I'll just go on talking about the shit. Yo, there it is. I got it. Yay, me. All right, let's see. This should also share the audio. Let's rock. I'm going to put this up to maximum volume. Let's hear the song. Let's see how it goes. All right, 1, 2, 3, rock. Great opening riff. And so this is a song and the video. Classic King Diamond vocals. Sorry if you're on TikTok. You're going to have to come over to Instagram or YouTube or Twitch to appreciate the music video I'm playing. So hopefully you'll hang with me. But understand if you know, doing some commentary. I'll just pause it for a quick second and give some commentary here. Wow, right? First of all, King Diamond wrote this entire song except the backing vocals of Myrkur. I love the production on the song. I love the production on King Diamond's vocals. That's probably, I think, there's a lot of high singers in metal that people love and people don't love. If this is not for you, this is just not for you. Heavy metal, gothic, horror, a little bit of thrash flavor, King Diamond's operatic falsetto. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you're into it, you're way into it. Nobody's halfway into it. So I love the production on here, and I think the vocal production in particular is fantastic. And like I said, King, it's in the notes in the press release. Shout out to Earsplit PR, who's constantly repping King Diamond in America. And it mentions that King actually wrote this entire song and performs pipe organ on the song also. And the entire track, except, I'm sure the guitar solo might be Craig Goldie and Myrkur's backing vocals. But yeah, let's jam a little bit more of it here. We're about a third of the way through. I want to just interrupt this for a second. I know I don't do a lot of reaction videos, but I'll stop it right here and say I love that Jody is in this, and Jody is always grandma and plays other characters in the King Diamond live show. Why did you talk so bad? Why? I'm from this world of mine. Maybe just another holy time. Finally, ooh, what a solo that is. Oh, sick. At the halfway point of the video. This is a very dramatic part right here. Complete change from the thrash. Almost like a little progressive metal. Great walking bass line. Unbelievable. And the main riff comes back. King's got a very creepy death mask that he's wearing through this video as an alternative to his makeup. Nice. Now a little more double time. Fast metal. I'm into it. Oh, that riff is so good. Last 30 seconds of the song. Rocked out. Wow, that's creepy. That's some creepy shit. Now some credits. Directed by Dave Brodsky and his wife Allison for My Good Eye Visuals. And just the Pinehurst Sanitarium in Pennsylvania, Metal Blade Records. So I believe we'll be getting the whole new album next year. This is the first official single and video. I will now stop sharing my screen. And yeah, I'm back. And let's put this back up also. So yeah, hey, Zatochi444 says, hello, I shook King's hand on stage 3 separate times. That's amazing. I've never met him. I'd love to meet him. I've obviously seen King Diamond from the front row quite a few times and Merciful Fate once. So I'm on Halloween in Boston. Sick. We covered the show right before that in New York City. Coming up for Blair is here. Absolutely not a King Diamond fan. I'm 100% sure you do not like King Diamond. I would bet my whole life on it. Colin Frecknall, what up, son? My buddy. Messikis, Hopkins Law. It's a regular, occasional, everydayer. So yeah, that was the video, man. Hopefully we don't get pinged by we don't get completely pinged by YouTube, but I felt like I needed to share it with y'all and do a quick online firsthand reaction of the song. I thought, again, I was thanks for whoever's popping in on TikTok, assuming we still have TikTok soon, but feel free to give us a like and a follow and a heart or whatever there. Yeah, I love this song. I think the production was great. I love Myrkur and what she brings to the track. The video is sufficiently creepy. I think for King Diamond to say he's got a horror trilogy of albums coming up is weird and redundant because his whole brand is horror. But this is really feels like classic King Diamond. Like I said, from doing a deep dive on all the King Diamond records and most of the Merciful Fate records, there's a lot of clunkers in there, as many as there are great albums by him. So this has this first song is so strong. We've already heard a couple of others that I assume will be on the record over time. I thought this was fantastic. And again, Jody is in the video, who's always grandma in the live show. And yeah, even felt a little bit like their stage set. So I don't know, some of it was they filmed, like in a pre-production. And then we just covered this tour, Overkill and Night Demon, great openers. And Overkill had their guest bassist, Christian Olde-Wolbers of Power Flow and formerly and Violence and of formerly of Fear Factory and of a bunch of other bands. And so Dee Dee Verney is back at Overkill. And then they've announced for the summer another tour. And I mean, they're going to play all next year, right? But so they've announced this second tour for Europe for Paradise Lost, which is an amazing opener for King Diamond. Angel Witch and Unto Others. I almost think this is a better lineup than the other one. But I've seen Unto Others when they were Idle Hands open for King Diamond in 2019, which was phenomenal. Yo, Ronan, what up? How are you doing? We're just talking about the new King Diamond single, Spider Lily. Thanks. That's actually my banner that hangs over my bed. I'm in my home studio here on the West Coast Ghost Cult HQ. So yeah, I think it's a great song. Tell me are you excited for new King Diamond? Yep, we did a whole video on that. Satoshi, if you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We've been doing an experiment where we go live a lot more often. We do a weekly live stream news show. We've got interviews with bands every week. We got a new one running tonight with Aaron Stainthorpe. I don't want to say formerly of my dying bride, but it might be. Dillinger Compound is here. We're just wrapping up. I don't know that Dillinger is a big King Diamond fan. I'm not sure that that's in your vibe as a metal fan, but yeah, we did a whole live stream on Nickel McBrain retiring and then also on Simon Dawson being hired by the band and why. You can go check that out. It's got that Simon Dawson video has like thousands of people have commented on it, seen it. I'm so stoked. I'm almost the same, but it's St. Lucifer's Hospital. Sick. Yeah, man. Sick. I'm into it. I'm very pumped. It's a good thing. Like I said, if you're a fan of King Diamond and Merciful Fate, the Eaton's good, dude. The King rules. I don't judge anybody, and I didn't know if you I know you like some classic metal, but I didn't know it's not for everybody. Right off the bat, we had a negative comment 2 seconds into the live stream. King Diamond, I just came here to say King Diamond's horrible, and that's fine. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I like I said, I used to hear Grim Reaper and be like, oh my god, I hate this shit. But Steve Grimmett is passed on, and at the karaoke that I do, my friend did See You in Hell, and I was like, you know what? I don't hate this as much as I used to, but I still kind of hate it. Kieran Scott is passing by. What up, Kieran Scott on TikTok? Appreciate you. And yeah, The King Rules, and this new song's a banger. And he apparently wrote the riff and everything except for the guitar solo and myrkur's backing vocals, which she brings a lot to the band. The Eye is your jam. Sick, sick, sick. I'm into it. The Eye is excellent. There's definitely, like I said on my other podcast, the Glacially Musical Podcast, we did a whole run of King Diamond albums, and we were like, wow, a lot of these are not good. There's a lot of duds in some of his. He's got the classics, though. The classics cannot be fucked with. They're so great. Those 80s records especially are just so unfuckwithable. But there's definitely some duds in there along the way. And the same thing with Merciful Fate. I think they started to kind of be too similar and bleed together, which is kind of why he silenced one to do the other in a way, if you will. Plus, lost members of the band. Crystal Spiders is passing by. Crystal Spiders, hello. So it's always a good thing for heavy metal. Like I said, these are interesting times. We have some of the most interesting. Can I do a worst album in 2024? Oh my God. I have to think for a second. It'll come to me. Trust me. I have a couple. There's if you love heavy metal, right? This has been one of the best. We do have Maiden still for at least 2 more years on tour. And I don't know if they're going to do anything else beside that. Priest. Invincible Shield was fantastic. Maybe just a slight drop down below Firepower for me personally, but I love Invincible Shield overall. Fantastic record. There's a bunch of trad heavy metal bands of a new generation that are, carrying that torch. Eternal Champion comes to mind. Summerlands. There's a few. There's quite a few. What is the worst album of 2024? I have to think about it. Maybe I'll do a live stream where I just rank the 10 worst albums I heard this year. It's hard to do. Motley Crue. Oh my God, you did. Yeah. Oh, Motley Crue should not be doing anything. And like I said, they announced that festival the other day with Def Leppard in Baltimore, the Baltimore area. And I'm pretty sure that's an indication that both those bands are going to do another summer headline tour, co-headline tour. Motley Crue, on behalf of all of the world of rock and metal, please, I'm begging you, stop. Just retire. Go out. You had grace. You had the breakup. Hello. Good to see somebody here is on Twitch. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. We were just talking about King Diamond and his brand new single. Yeah, Motley Crue's terrible. I hope, I sincerely hope John 5 is cashing those fat checks from Motley Crue, just like he cashed the fat checks from Manson and Rob Zombie, where he did the least amount of work in his entire career as a writer and a player. John 5 and Motley Crue is like letting a child finger paint over Starry, Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. Motley Crue is horrendous, but there's definitely some other records I would say I didn't enjoy. Even at Ghost Cult, we're known in our community as being like very hard album reviewers. We're going to end up landing on about 515 records this year. We did about 606 last year. So 515 this year. We lost a few writers. How would you even pick worst artists? Oh, I hear you. Worst albums. Well, I think like music critique, like a lot of people who do what I do don't have a background. Like I was trained in critiquing music. I have a minor in musicology. I played in bands for 20 years. I'd like to think that I have pretty good taste in music across a lot of genres. And when you review music, you kind of become a generalist, right? So I agree. Worst is subjective. And I think it would be based on my taste and my opinion of what makes a good album. I think there's also a case sometimes where if you had an expectation for an album to be good and it was horrible, that's a bad album, right? Because it didn't live up to expectations. I'll give you a good example. I'm a huge fan of Lou Reed. I'm a huge fan of Metallica, one of my top 3 bands ever. Metallica and Lou Reed jammed together at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they liked it so much they wanted to go make a record together. And Metallica was like, we'll let Lou drive the process and direct how we make a record, and we'll just have fun with it. And it's going to be so exciting for us not to be in charge and fight with each other and just make this guy's record better. I am the demographic for the Lou Reed Metallica record. And Lulu is one of the worst things I have ever heard in my life. I listened to it twice all the way through, and I had to write a review of it for a website that doesn't exist anymore before I worked at Ghost Cult and now own Ghost Cult, or co-own Ghost Cult. My co-owner OJ is here. on Instagram. What up, sir? Say hello. And new King Diamond song's a banger. That's the summary of today's first live stream. We'll see if we do two. And yeah, no, it's an excellent question. And normally I don't enjoy, like, you know, the most popular websites shit on albums that even people like and appreciate. And people seem to flock to them with like many more times the view counts that we get on stuff. But I don't think that's constructive or helpful. And generally speaking, the whole reason we exist is to help uplift underground bands and help them get more noticed by fans like all of y'all watching this here. So, you know, I don't necessarily enjoy or I don't even enjoy writing a bad album review. I think the lowest review we gave this year was a 4 or 5 out of 10. And we don't do half marks. So it's all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We give a lot of, most records are 7s and 8s, just my personal experience. Decent to good. Some records are exceptional, 9s and 10s. We give very few 10s. And our number one album of the year, which we're going to reveal very soon, was a 10 of 10, but a very rare 10 of 10 for us. But yeah, I mean, horrible albums. There's been a few out there. If you want to hear a really disturbing and terrible album, the Travelers is here. A really terrible and disturbing album. Thomas Halopainen from Nightwish has a solo record about Scrooge McDuck, because Scrooge McDuck apparently is like the Spider-Man daily newspaper comic hero of Finland. And this album is fucking abysmal. Even for the, like, I love Nightwish, by the way. Oceanborn's one of my easy top 50 records of all time, maybe top 30. And that record is unlistenable and corny and bad. Like 10 songs about Scrooge McDuck's life. What the fucking fuck? What the fuck? I consider that guy to be a genius. I don't understand what is going on, how this record happened. And it's probably the worst review we ever gave a record. I wish it had not come out, actually. It's so bad. Old man Logan is here. Snick, bro. So, anyway, that's the story. King Diamond, good. Scrooge McDuck themed albums, bad. Motley Crue, bad. Stay away, please. And yeah, let us know in the comments whether you're watching this now or after you were catching the replay. Let us know how you feel about this new King Diamond song. This is an official kickoff to this new King Diamond era of music. King Diamond and Merciful Fate gonna exist in the same space for a while, for the first time really ever in his career. Back in the 80s and early 90s, he would do like a year of King Diamond and a year of Merciful Fate, a year of King Diamond and a year of Merciful Fate. So pretty damn cool. We love the King, and would love to get an interview with the King. He's on the bucket list. We haven't gotten to get one yet. He does very few interviews, so I would love to grab one when this record gets close to coming out. Hopefully, we would love to have one. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'm Ghost Cult Keefe. You can follow us everywhere at ghostcultmag.com and all the socials. We'll be back later on. This show will also be a podcast on the Ghost Cult Magazine podcast, and I will be back perhaps later on with another stream. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for watching and commenting and all the things. This is great. See you soon. Peace. Boom, boom, boom. Which direction do we go? Yep, we'll do that.